Hello. Last night I promised that I will appear before you with the item of voice change. How to change from active to passive voice. But today is the day of festivity or festival, that is Saraswati Puja. And all of you are in festive mood, I know. That is why I hesitated whether I would appear before you with voice change. But you know that your Madhyamik examination, CBSE, ICSE and IC all are on the threshold. Naturally, I may begin with voice change. It is a very easy topic of grammar, and those who regularly appear before my channel are being requested to tell your friends that I am live streaming on voice change and just let them appear and participate. Hello, you know that voice, which is called bacho in Bengali, I am trying to impart the lesson in bilingual method. You know that voice is called bacho in Bengali. So it is active voice and passive voice. In Bengali, it is called Kortribaccho or Kormobaccho. So what is the difference? The difference is that where the subject is given priority or the emphasis is given on the subject, it is active voice. Where the emphasis is given on the object or object is given priority, it is called passive voice. This is the difference between active and passive. For example, in Bengali, আমি ভাত খাই. So, আমি is the subject, ভাত কর্ম, খাই ক্রিয়া. But in English, I eat rice. I subject, eat verb, and rice is object. So this is the constructional difference between hi, you have joined, and I am very much encouraged to discuss active voice and passive voice. It is the basic grammar which helps a learner to speak English, to write English, to communicate in English very fluently. So fluency in English again depends upon how to change from active to passive voice. Yes, I am an Indian. And you? And you? I want to know whether you are an Indian or you belong to any other country. Okay. Thank you. So, let us start. Let us start. But when you see that the subject is given priority, the subject is given emphasis, it is obviously active voice. And when the object is given priority or given emphasis, it is obviously passive voice. For example, I like dancing or I like swimming. Swimming is gerund and it is acting as object. So here the emphasis has been given on I. So what is the rule? The rule is that the object is taken as subject, and according to the subject there must be the form of be verb, am, is or are. Hey brother, you are so tough. No, I am not tough. I am as easy as water. I am trying to make you understand so that you may grip the topic very easily. Again, I am repeating, I like swimming. So swimming is object. And how will you get object? You ask the finite verb or the principal verb by what? What do I like? I like swimming. Okay. So swimming is liked by me. Swimming is liked by me. Clear? So object becomes subject in the passive voice. Object becomes subject, and according to the subject there must be verb, the form of verb like am, is or are. It is present indefinite tense. Present indefinite tense. Clear? Okay. Swimming is liked by me. So I is subject and me is object. So what is the rule? The object becomes subject, and according to the subject there must be am, is, are, and the past participle form of the finite verb, and at the same time by preposition plus object. Clear? This is the main formula. Present indefinite tense. Suppose, what do you like? It is interrogative sentence. What do you like? Here, what is acting both as subject and object. So, the formula is that what is liked by me. What do I like? What is liked by me. Clear? What remains as subject, and according to the subject it is the form of be verb is. Liked is past participle form of the verb by plus object. Clear? What are you doing? What do you like to do now? What do you like to do now? So, what is liked by you to do now? Clear? So close. Odd. Okay? I am going at a little distance, and if you like it. So, according to your need, I am dealing with present indefinite tense and active to passive voice. Okay. I eat bread, 2 pieces of bread. I eat 2 pieces of bread as supper every night. I take 2 pieces of bread as supper every night. So, what is the object? Good evening. Good evening. I am very fine. So, I have appeared. As I am fine, I have appeared. Don't worry, my dear friends. And last night, some boys and girls requested me to deal with voice change. Very basic grammar. Very basic grammar. And that is why I am discussing it. Okay? You see my video in the morning. Thank you very much. I am very pleased to know that you like my video to watch in the morning, and I am also very much encouraged and enthused to appear before you. Whatever may be the case, what does he read? 2 pieces of bread. Here the subject is plural. So the subject is plural, and subject becomes, the object becomes subject. 2 pieces of bread, it is plural, are taken by me every night as supper. 2 pieces of bread are taken every night. Okay, you are an English teacher, so I am very much happy to know that you are also an English teacher. But I am a retired teacher, and with my little experience, and I share my experience with some boys and girls, so that they may prepare themselves for their examinations which are already on their threshold. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, my dear boys and girls, my dear friends, my participants, and my well wishers. You see, two pieces of bread are taken as supper by me every night. There may be different types of constructions. For example, they take pleasure in playing cricket. They take pleasure in playing cricket. What is the object? Here the object is pleasure. Because you ask take and it will give answer pleasure. They take pleasure in playing cricket. So pleasure is taken by them in playing cricket. Pleasure is taken by them in cricket. Okay? So, this is the formula. If the subject becomes singular, you must use the form of be verb, am is are. Okay? Past participle of the finite verb by preposition plus subject becomes object. Okay. They play football every afternoon. They play football every afternoon. So you may use every afternoon is an adverbial. Every afternoon football is played. Football is object and it becomes subject. Football is object and it becomes subject. Football is played by them. Or football is played by them every afternoon. Football singular number is played. So play, played, played by, and the object is them. And the object is them. So I becomes me, you becomes you, he becomes him, she becomes her, okay? They becomes them and it becomes it. There is no problem. What do they play every afternoon? Interrogative sentence. What do they play every afternoon? So, what is played? What remains what? It is both subject and object. What becomes what? What is played by them every afternoon? What is played by them every afternoon? Okay. Do they play tennis? Do they play tennis? So tennis is object. Is tennis played by them? Is tennis played by them? Here there is no what. How do they complete their homework? How do they complete their homework? So homework is object. So how is homework? Different methods. How is homework completed by them? How is homework completed by them? Okay. So I don't remember subject and object complement. Subject and object complement. Complement means poripurak, that completes the meaning. For example, I am telling you a sentence. Complement to the verb. For example, complement to the verb. As for example, it is what I want. It is what I want. It is this principal clause. And what I want is completing the meaning of is. The meaning of is. So what I want is the complement, and it is complement to the verb is. Clear? It is the complement to the verb is. It was what I did. It was principal clause. What I did is complement, completing the meaning of did. So complement means that completes the meaning of. For example, Alexander, the king of Macedon, invaded India. Alexander, the king of Macedon, invaded India. So Alexander is noun, and the king of Macedon is a position. It is the complement to the noun Alexander. Okay. The movie which I saw was amazing. It is relative clause. It is a relative clause or adjective clause. If I analyze the sentence, the movie was amazing. The movie was amazing. It is principal clause. Just try to analyze the sentence. The movie is amazing, was amazing, principal clause. Which I saw, subordinate adjective clause or relative clause qualifying the noun movie. Qualifying the noun movie. And complement, it is qualifying the noun movie. Qualifying the noun movie. Clear? And if you say the movie I saw was amazing, it becomes principal clause. It becomes simple sentence. Clear? Okay, it's late tonight, and tomorrow again I will appear with more examples of active and passive voice and your solution of questions. Thanking all of you. Good night. Stay safe. Stay mellow. May God bless all of you.